Hello and welcome to visit Fylde Coast. That's good timing for once. That's good timing. There's a beautiful, newly restored green tram just turned up, right in the centre of Cleveleys. Doesn't that look nice? Doesn't that look nice? And this is the centre of Cleveleys, where the tramway is. And this is one of the new purple ones that carry people up and down the promenade every day. So today we're going to go on a walking tour of Cleveleys. We're going to go on a walking tour of Cleveleys, and we're going to kind of start here because this is the Fleetwood tramway, Fleetwood that way, to Blackpool that way. And down there is most of Cleveleys town centre, the main areas, and around this sort of patch is Cleveleys town centre. So we're going to go on a look and see what leads where and what there is. So before we set off, make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications, and make sure that you've signed up for your email newsletter. And then when we do other guides and tours and look rounds, you'll get the notifications and you'll know where we've been. So while this light's just at red, we're just going to scoot across here because this is the Victoria Road to the tramway pub end of town. And this is mostly where the food places are, and the kind of hairdressers and banks and the post office and travel agents and all that kind of stuff. So Wetherspoons is just down here on the right hand side. Post office here on your left. Bus stops. We're short of nothing we've got in Cleveleys. Sandwich shops, bike shop, and all the things that you could possibly want. So if you were to follow this road in a car, really, or a bus, you would come up to the Morrison's roundabout, and then next stop is the A585, which is the main road that takes you up to the motorway and wherever you want to go, really. Back home, I suppose, if you're not lucky enough to live in this lovely little metropolis. So that's Wetherspoons over there, KFC, Nitro's ice cream, etc. There's the vets down there, a little supermarket, a little Sainsbury's supermarket, and a car market, etc. So I'm not going to walk any further down there. That's this end of the high street. So we're going to go back now to where we came from. Might speed this little bit up, and then it's all whizzy. Right, so we're back where we started from now. Back at the main tramway at the other side of the traffic lights. So this is your main central tram stop in the middle of Cleveleys town centre, and there's also bus stops over here. You can just see the green shelter. Here comes another tram. Plenty of trams, very frequent they are. Oh, sorry. And this is the crescent. This is the crescent on both sides. So there's the Aldi supermarket just down here. Lidl is further along on that side. There's plenty of cafes and places to eat. There's loads of cafes in Cleveleys, full stop. So we've got the wool shop over here. Accountants, hairdressers, dentists, the bank. Plenty of facilities for people that are either visiting or people that actually are lucky enough to live here, like me. This is the main bus stop, one of the main bus stops. Oh, somebody moved in there? Still live servicing and repairs, or is that just a... I think that might just be a signboard. I keep looking at the bank to see if somebody's going to take it over, but they've not done yet. And this is the great metropolis of Cleveleys. So it's a very, very pleasant place to visit. There's plenty of shops selling all kinds of different things. This is the central sort of busy part of the town centre. This is coming soon. The old bank. We've got national names, so there's Banks and Marks and Spencer's Food Hall and Poundland. Marks and Spencer's Food Hall is actually one of their best performing stores. It's so popular and so well used. Coffee shops. Coffee shops and everything you could possibly want. All day breakfast shop on the left. Computer repairs, phone repairs. Wilkinson's. This is Nutter Road. We have our own Wilkinson's. And of course the sun shines every day in Cleveleys and the sky's always that shade of blue. You believe that, you believe anything. But seriously, it is a really lovely place to visit. We've got beautiful flowers and planting displays, and they're all looked after by the Care for Cleveleys Town Centre volunteers. They do a marvellous job. There's some more planters down here when we get a bit further down. There's a hotel right in the centre of town, which is a nice place to stay. We've got pavement cafes, jewellers, more plants, more flowers. Micro brewery at the shipwreck. Here are the flowers and plants that are looked after by the volunteers, and they do the weeding and watering and sweeping and keeping everything nice. So there's big national names, Iceland, and plenty of independents as well. So here are two that I would definitely recommend: Grimes and Family Bakery. Yum, yum, yum. And we've also got quite a good range of charity shops as well. I know they're a bit like Marmite to charity shops, but there are actually a fabulous selection of them in this town, and you can always bag a bargain. There's always something worth buying. So I'm going to just take you down this little alley, because obviously we're doing a walking tour of Cleveleys, and we're trying to show you where things are and orientate you. So in between New Look and the Drip Drop Vape Shop is this little alley which takes you to one of the car parks, one of the 3 car parks in Cleveleys town centre. This is a short stay car park at Roughly Road, so it's pay and display. If you've got a blue badge, you must make sure that you also either display a residence badge or pay for a ticket. Otherwise you will get a ticket off the parking warden. And just over there in that little green building there, that's the public toilets. These guys look like they're all queuing for disabled spaces. So this is one of 3 car parks, and the others are just over there between the buildings. So this is 2 hours. This one, up to 2 hours. It's £1 an hour. And these are the loading bays at the backs of the shops on either side of us. So there are other toilets as well at the bus station, because we always need to know where toilets are, don't we? We always need to know where public toilets are, car parks and cafes, and then we can have a great day out. So Victoria Road West runs at 90 degrees to the seafront at Cleveleys. So while you're here, you're not really aware that there's the sea at the end of the road. But you can see that there's a gap in between the buildings, and there's a white sculpture there. That's the seafront. So you can have a fabulous day out. You can have a couple of hours in the shops, have a look round, do what you want to do, get a bit of shopping, and then sashay to the seafront and enjoy a great time at the coast. And just down this next road on our right is a Cleveleys First. Did you know that the national value retailer known as B&M Bargains had its beginnings in Cleveleys? I'm going to just take you down here. I'm going to show you store number 1. So this is store number 1. I can't remember. We've been here over 20 years, and I can't actually remember the store that preceded this. I think this must have been fairly new when we moved. But I can remember going in the shop and them having to lock the doors until customers had gone out because it was so popular. And they used to sort of limit how many people could come in because you just couldn't move. You were literally shoulder to shoulder. So this is where we are at the moment. The car park that we just looked at, the Roughly Road one, is just at the back of there. So it's all kind of interconnected. It's all convenient and handy. Oops. So this is the bus station and the other 2 car parks. So there's 2 separate ones here. This is Derby Road East and this is Derby Road West, and obviously this is the bus station. And the public toilets, there's a disabled one in this corner here, and the other public toilets are just round that corner there. And no visit to the bus station would be complete without mentioning Kay's Fish and Chips. Let's just go across here and I'll show you. This is my local chippy. This one here. Best fish and chips in Cleveleys. Best fish and chips on the Fylde coast, probably. So we'll also as well give a mention for Blackpool Transport services, who operate a lot of the service buses in this area, and of course the tramway as well. And they offer a variety of tickets which you can use for your use for whatever you like. You can use them to get to work, you can use them for your holiday, you can use them for the day. There's an option of different tickets that are good value for different things. Just to note that I should have told you while we were stood up there at the side of the tramway, there's only Blackpool and Wyre Borough Council pensioners that can use the travel passes on the tramway. Concessionary passes for other local authorities are not accepted, so I'm afraid you'll have to pay, guys. back at Victoria Road West. So this is the sort of seaside end of the town centre. So we've got shops that sell seaside and beach goods. There's another one here that sells gifts and the kind of thing that you buy when you come to the seaside. Plenty of cafes, plenty of places to sit and eat your fish and chips and all the rest of it. We've also got amusements. There is amusements at the side of Graham's Butchers. But there's more amusements here. There's Treasure Island on our left at the back of the ice cream kiosk. This is the entrance to Treasure Island. Treasure Island against the beautiful blue sky. And then there's Olympia Amusements on the right hand side just around here. The lovely little clock shelter, which comes in handy when it's raining and you want to just eat your takeaway fish and chips. More ice creams. We're not short of places to sit down and places to eat. This is the Olympia Amusements. There's a cafe at the entrance to the Olympia as well. And that is actually Kate's Chippy. So you can see all the roads are all linked together. And we're going to go across to the seafront. So these few stalls here for Cleveleys weekly market. It's just a small market and it's just seasonal. Just on a Wednesday during summer. These planters are all maintained and looked after by volunteers, and now we're at the seafront. So sometimes you'll catch buskers and people playing and entertainment here. This is the lovely Terry, our local ice cream man. Let's say hello to Terry. He's busy. He's upgraded to a sunshield. And this is the seafront, just at the top of these few steps. There you go. What a beautiful day. And the white sculpture, this one here, the sea swallow, is the one that we could see when we were at the side of the NatWest Bank, at the side of the tramway. What a lovely day. And there you go, there's the beach. So this is due west. And this is where you get absolutely fabulous sunsets. Lovely views, it's lovely to just sit, have a little walk, enjoy the artworks. There are more artworks in the mythic coast trail. You can just see Blackpool Tower and North Pier on the headland. What an absolutely lovely day. So I hope you've enjoyed this little walking tour of Cleveleys. Don't forget, make sure that you've subscribed. Make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications. Make sure that you've signed up for your email newsletter. And we will see you next time. From Cleveleys Town Centre. Bye for now.